Hi, this is Steph, just giving you an update on how some of the planters are doing. These are really the only ones that are doing great right now. So I got this Ibomea on clearance for $1. This grass I got for $1, and then I got these, it's in another video, I got these begonias on clearance. They were a 6-pack on clearance for $1.99. They've already bulked up quite a bit. Then there's the Alyssum and the Dichondra Silver Falls that has been there since the spring. So those two I kind of carried over from each season, and the other plants I did add to. So for late summer, fall planters, we're talking $2, $4, $6, so $3 each pot to kind of refresh it. So I thought that was definitely a great value. You know, sometimes you can spend a ton of money on fall, but this was a great way to transition, is taking some clearance plants and popping them in a little bit early, and now they're kind of at peak. Today is September 12th. So there's that. I did cut these back. These are the ones I've had in since spring. The first one I got died, so I replaced it. They had some type of, oh, I have a weed growing in there. They had some type of weird, I don't know if it was aphids or what. So I cut it back, cut this one back really hard. It's starting to reflush, not crazy, not a lot of blooms, but we've gotten a lot of rain. Also, you know, the sun is repositioning. So it's not getting as much sun as it used to, plus it's been overcast the past few days. And then there's the other one. I didn't cut this one back as hard, but I will say it's doing quite well. So they're not bad enough for me to kind of rip out. This one, you know, it's just kind of been on the struggle bus since June. The Alyssum's looking really good. But anything I try to replace and put in here, it's just not doing great. This verbena, I will not repeat again. I think this is the Home Depot brand. It just doesn't perform. It just comes out of bloom so quickly. I do like its habit, but I just think I'm not going to repeat that. So I'll take you to the back because those planters are not doing great. But before that, let me take you over here. I don't know if it's just fall or it's just what it is. So this is a tuberous begonia. I planted up pretty, you know, I got them bare root mid-June. So they had a late start. They're definitely getting too much sun here. I would repeat this plant because I think it's a very pretty plant. It's just in the wrong spot. It's getting too much sun. As you can see, the scorch on it. This hydrangea I potted up. It's doing well. It's healthy. No blooms, no buds, but that's okay. I mean, the fact that it's still alive and pushing out new growth is, I'll take that. And then this was the other, so the pots that I showed you on the front side, this was the original one. And this Mini Vista White is the only one that survived. It's doing okay. It looks like the end of summer. So it's fine. I'm gonna let it stay there, let it live out its life, and not replace it for fall. If I do anything, I might move this begonia into like complete shade, and then maybe put some type of mom or a pumpkin up here and keep everything else the way it is. And then this is just a pot that I actually quite like. These are some sedums that I put in here. Not quite sure, might have been in July. I'm gonna try and winter them over in there. Just, I was thinking of this as a patio pot that I was gonna put in the back deck. But then I kind of left it here and just kind of let it do its thing here. So that's what it is for now. That's doing really well, even considering all the rain it's been getting. So let me show you the ones in the back. Oh, so these I've actually wintered, you know, summered over, I guess, but they got quite a bit of burn. I put these out for the winter, but I know I might next year need to put them somewhere else because I don't quite water them as I should. So they kind of just been for themselves, and they just got too much sun. We got really dry for a while. So these are really in the struggle. A couple days ago, I wish I showed you. These were looking amazing, but as you can see, it's all bloomed out. That geranium is looking great, but everything's kind of done. We again had a lot of dry. I was putting in some supplemental water, but I wasn't keeping on top. I was just drying out so quick. I think it's just full of roots at this point, so the water is just not being retained. The lantana's done. Like, the coleus looks like trash. The creeping jenny does look good. There's some dead in here, but it is flushing out new growth. So that's that. These are the $11 pots that I made. There's a video, let me just fuss with this a little bit, that I put out probably May, June area. And so this one's doing better, but it's still kind of done. I mean, the lantana is kind of done blooming. I could have cut it back a few weeks ago, but at this point, it's probably not worth it. The coleus, geranium is flushing back into color, so it's still wanting to do its thing. And the creeping jenny just looks fantastic. Creeping jenny should be able to winter over here, because I believe it's a zone 4. So I'll winter that over, probably divide it next year, and then use them as a trailer in the pots, because I do really like it. The coleus, I will not do a plugs anymore for coleus. They just don't perform. It's better to just get a bigger plant, in my opinion. It's really not worth it. So, will I do lantana back here? 100%. The hummingbirds absolutely loved it. And I think that they are just a great plant. So I will 100% be repeating that, but with other plants. I don't know if I'll do geraniums again, just because they flush in and out of color so quickly that I might do this. These mandavillas are like kind of the hero of the plant, the potted plants this year. I haven't touched them. Like, if they don't get watered, they still bloom. If they are watered, they look fresh. I mean, they require nothing, literally nothing. So no fertilizer, no supplemental water. They don't, I mean, I water them when I water everything else, but they're not like babies about it, if that makes sense. So I'll definitely be doing more of those. I do think that, if I'm going to spend money on annuals, I think I'm just going to be more smart about it. I'll do more annuals that I can grow from seed, or quality annuals that don't require anything. Like, they're not babies. So I have in the ground, the Vista bubblegum. I would 100% repeat that. A plant's worth every penny. And then the mandevilla is a little bit more expensive, but you can use less of them, and they have a bigger impact than buying a ton of plugs that are kind of leggy and droopy, and you have to be deadheading. I'm kind of just realizing that I can use less annuals, and if I want to fill, I'll just do zinnias, because they are the MVP. I'll probably put out another video about that, so stay tuned for that. These strawberries are kind of towards the end of their life. They're starting to die back. That's fine. But I'm pleased with what it's produced. I mean, first year plants, as you can see, these are all just looking shot. They're tired. These geraniums, they're done. The alocasia, the elephant ears, they were great. I think, again, the cannas are done blooming. That mandevilla is just cute. That's why, and everything else is just like, okay, I'm ready to go dormant. I'm ready to die. The mandevillas are just beautiful. So I'm definitely going to be repeating the elephant ears and the cannas. I will, I think I mentioned in the previous video, I'm going to swap some out. I'm going to either trade, or I'm going to give some away, and then get some with a different foliage and bloom color. So that's pretty much it for today. For all the potted plants, the potted annuals. I will be doing a video soon of maybe a tour of the garden. September is kind of like a great time in the garden for the most part. Like any season, there's things that shine and there's things that are kind of done. But I'll leave you with this mandevilla that, so I had a vermilioner right here that just bit it, which is fine. And this mandevilla is going strong. This is a red one I got maybe a month ago for my birthday, a little over a month ago. And again, required nothing. It pretty much just got watered when it rained, and it's still looking fantastic. And that's in a hanging basket, so there's, I mean, total water runoff. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.